The journalism industry today is on a dangerous path.
There's only really a handful of ways to pay for the news. Journalism is sometimes referred to as the first draft of history.
This is a sacred institution that is facing an existential threat like never before.
Papers have been closing and downsizing for years, and that affects all of us.
The world is changing. Technology introduces new challenges, new opportunities.
We need a radically new business model, or we're going to see journalism be eradicated. So we're using blockchain and crypto economics to pursue that end. I'm Matthew Isles. I'm the CEO at the Civil Media Company. Our mission is to create a network committed to the cause of independent, sustainable journalism around the world. The funding models of journalism have been eroding around us for the last 20 years or so. The internet kind of wrongly taught us that stuff should be free, and then you monetize the attention that you've accrued to third-party advertisers.
Print advertising, digital advertising, or classified, a lot of those have basically disappeared. And local news organizations are under terrible, terrible duress.
It's systematically starved entire swaths of population from having real critical information about what's happening around them.
That's not conducive to serving citizens and finding and reporting on underreported stories. We need to flip this incentive model on its head, and that's what we are trying to do at Civil.
When I first thought of Civil, I wanted to create a decentralized marketplace for sustainable journalism, having no idea how to actually build it. And then I discovered blockchain.
The point of Civil is to take the big media company out of the equation.
We're trying to effectively rewrite the technology stack of the entire journalism industry from the bottom up in a permanent and publicly owned manner. I'm passionate about journalism because of what it means to a free and open and just society. But as an entrepreneur, I'm obsessed with the business model problem. I think it's one of the most wicked business model problems that any industry is facing.
Public trust in the media is at an historic low today. We think there's an opportunity to build a new model, quite literally from the ground up, that prioritizes the process that goes into reporting these stories and that provides a new level of transparency to readers. Civil provides journalists with the tools they need to build sustainable businesses. From subscription businesses to crowdfunding models and beyond, businesses that prioritize the process of quality journalism. And we're recruiting a community that will govern the platform and ensure that publishers on Civil are always adhering to the highest journalistic standards.
Civil is built on the Ethereum blockchain. This is, as much as anything, a decentralized, publicly owned concept. So we need to get ourselves out of the way as rapidly as possible. And we're using technology called tokens to do that.
The Civil token is a consumer token. It is a voting stake on the platform. Token holders will have a vote on who can publish on Civil and will play a pivotal role in holding them accountable, with economic incentives built right into the technology. It's a unique opportunity to shape the future of journalism and help preserve it for generations to come.
We can't do this without you. We can't do this without distributing our tokens to as many mission-aligned people, journalists, organizations as possible.
The first set of newsrooms that have signed on to Civil are known as the First Fleet. They've been in the trenches of journalism. They've seen the problems of making good quality news and journalism in the 21st century.
Civil is seeking to be a platform for us, not a publisher. The journalists you see up here today are the owners of the Colorado Sun, and we will be the ones calling the shots.
Civil has deliberately chosen to focus its initial newsrooms on local, international, investigative, and policy journalism.
We have a ton of newsrooms that we're launching with, and we're really excited about. When you encounter a newsroom on Civil, you'll know that that newsroom has committed to publish according to the purpose, values, and working standards of our platform, which is called the Civil Constitution.
The point of the Civil Constitution is to make sure that we all have a common understanding so that we can have a generally agreed upon framework that any newsroom, any journalist on the platform agrees to abide by.
The Civil Media Company is not the arbiter of whether or not you're doing that. The public is. We're at the very beginning of what we think is a long road.
But it's one we believe will inject new life into journalism at a critical time and ensure it survives and thrives long into the future.